You know, I don't have nothing to talk about to y'all. Ooh, if I was a rich girl, na-na-na-na, looking like a rich girl, looking like a rich girl, looking like a good lady, okay, looking real good. Oh my God, this is what I want to talk about. Just real quick, okay. Brief illness. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, friend. I think that, you know, see, I'm an exotic dancer. Hello, welcome in. See, I'm an exotic dancer, and I have just, how do I say this? I did not realize that my occupation would be like a huge hindrance in my love life. Like, I cannot believe sometimes, like, what be happening is that, like, like, the men that I love, hello, welcome. The men that I be loving, you know, they always want to marry me. Like, this is not like my first offer of marriage. Like, you know how Kim K has had like so many marriages? Like, I just feel like I'm like Kim K. Like, a lot of men love Kim K because she's beautiful, and not just because of like her plastic surgery. Kim K has a beautiful face even before any work. She has minimal work done to her face. Like, Kim K has always been very beautiful. All of Kris Jenner's girls are very beautiful. And so like I just think about Kim K and I think about how she's like this beauty empire, and a lot of men want to get next to her for her beauty, and I feel like she does have like relationships where, you know, men do become a part of her family, and they do create something beautiful together, may even have children, and they still like her relationships don't work out. Like, somebody help. Let's talk about Kim. Kim, what's going on? Kim, what's going on? Kim can't keep a man either. Kim, like, that helps me. That helps reinforce me. Like, it's not about how you look. Why these niggas can't act right? Like, girl, like, this shit crazy. Like, how are you married like 3 times? Kim, like, how many marriages does Kim have? Like, every time you think it's the one, they show you that they're like not the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the last man on earth is not the one. Like, even the richest man on earth still like wants to take me on an emotional roller coaster. Like, the first time, like, as soon as you take me on an emotional roller coaster, I'm just like done. Hola. um and I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to lead. I'm trying to like find Kim K's strength. Like, I think that like the men. I've been looking into this energy, Kim. I think that the men that Kim is dating, like, they see Kim as a siren. Like, Kim is irresistible, and like women with beautiful faces. Oh my God, and that hyper feminine energy. Like, I love Kim for her personality, her beauty knowledge, her not like she hasn't really been a problem. Okay, she's Kim is not very problematic to me personally. Um, and I like that she chooses unity. I also feel like the men that Kim has dated have been like they've been fools. Like, I don't know, something where they I don't know, they just like I think that their heart is definitely involved in the matter, But I think that some of them see Kim as younger than her, and like a lot of men will exploit that position. Like if they think that they have the authority as the older person in a relationship, some I think that Kim's relationships could be impacted by age difference, but also just like being an empire, being in the stars as well. Like a lot of men will be like, "Oh, you get a lot of high honor. Oh, you can handle it," and then will try to dog her out and try to dog. They're like they might give you the ring because of your like superior beauty, but they'll still justify cheating or some other abusive thing because of like that same stardom, that same quality that they were attracted to in the first place. Like this is the weird, strange thing. Like there be a third party, and some like him, there might be a third party that needs to go to prison, and that's even more bewildering. You can't be behind the scenes with a third party going to prison and then trying to plaster the beauty empire all over social media. No, that's absolutely not going to happen. Like, but I think, Kim, that I don't know what's happening, Kim. I haven't looked into it, but I think that what's happening is that if you were with a man that's older than you, then I think that they have been with you since you were younger or a child. Um, and you may have been susceptible to a crime. You may have been susceptible to a violation. Um, and these men, I think that they definitely want to marry you, but these are people like the people who commit crimes against you in your marriage, or commit crimes against you and your partner, or do something to under. I don't think it's truly your partner's fault. I think that they definitely offer you the ring in marriage, but I think that what breaks it down is that like there is someone who comes around stealing out of your house or something like that. And if I can recall, a lot of y'all have a lot of children coming around the house. Y'all got a lot of family, a lot of big, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people coming in and out of the house or something like that. And some of you, you were not prepared to handle or to defend your home when you were a child. And I'm also getting that your children are also not, I don't know, they could not be prepared to defend your home from security breaches. A lot of this happens because of an inability to defend the self and the children from negative forces. There's something like where this child like this could be your child letting people in the home or something like that. But I think that you have just been, maybe you've been in the stars since you were a child, and learning how people have been subversive and committing crimes against you are really are something that you're still learning about. I also feel like you could be getting married again, okay? You could be getting married again, Kim, because you have a lot of wealth, and just marriage contracts are not about like, oh, let's believe in happily ever after, and more about like that's a way of protecting the wealth, I think. So you could be getting married again, Kim, but I think that this time around you have a military of people. You've been had a military of people protecting you, and when you feel like somebody is taking, I feel like whatever option you're exploring currently, this person could have a tendency to take you on an emotional roller coaster, especially if there's an age difference. This person definitely takes you on an emotional roller coaster. And a lot of them, they think because they have so much wealth or something like that, that they can do whatever they want to do. And they think that they are the only means to which you can succeed. And you let them know that you are an empire on your own, and that you stand alone on your own. And trust what you bring to the table. Trust your gifts, talent, skills, and gifts of what you bring to the table, because some of these men try to dog you out because they feel like they have the authority. They feel like they have the more money or more wealth in a situation. And those are their shadow attachments. Those are their shadow pain and shame, where they try to leverage their wealth, or try to leverage their power, or try to abuse their power in a way such that like they can have control over you in a situation, or the marriage negotiating the contract. And some of you, if you were a child, you're just not. You're just like, okay, I'll accept anything. It's maybe you even like got the like maybe even like you got the short end of the stick during divorces and stuff like that. I don't know how. I know at least 2 marriages that Kim K has been involved in, but I think that a lot of what happens is that people steal a lot of emotional satisfaction out of Kim K's marriages, and I think that they see you in the stars and they get attached to your heart, right? They get connected to your heart through your stardom, or they get connected to you through your military, your own gang, your own foundation, your own shit, right? They get connected to you through that in that way. And then they also find, like, because you're in the stars, because you have occupation, because you have responsibilities, right, duty in another way, they will also use that as the same, like, as a mechanism to also abuse you, or like also as an incentive to deviate from the path, right? Making it about your occupation. And like I said, like, I feel like some of these relationships have been like, I don't know, I think that they may start with the best intentions. I think their hearts are definitely involved in the matter. You might be like, why are my marriages breaking down? Because that has definitely been a question of me a as your image in consumeristic society, is trying to understand why your marriages are breaking down when there's such a big commitment like marriage on the line. And so I think that, they definitely get attracted to you for your wealth and status and your beauty, of course. But I think that they fail to hold themselves responsible in these marriages because they feel like they have age difference, they feel like they have a greater wealth than you, or they feel like they have some type of authority over you, and it becomes a power struggle in the relationships that make them susceptible to finding emotional satisfaction with weaker and less fortunate people that they just displace onto, where they just project their strong emotions about your stardom and how they connected with you onto something weaker and less fortunate. It's like a lot of the the stealing that has been happening in your relationships, they leave you with a lot of woe. And so you have even had children with these people, and they still have broken down the relationships. Just because Kim K shows up looking pretty doesn't mean that she doesn't have woe. And I think that a lot of the beautiful women in the consumeristic society and the Divas Can Manifest org definitely get a lot of slack for being beautiful. Like, it's like we can't even express this pain. Like, even scrutiny face, like getting scrutiny for expressing pain. Like, oh, I was stolen from. Oh, my relationship's broken down. People will still find a way to make it your fault. Like, oh, it's your occupation. Oh, you're just a child. Oh, like, oh, it's always something. Like, it's always a fucking problem. Like, that's what makes me not want to do this. Like, and I think that your marriages, when you consider them, I think that, I don't know, like, if they're good investments. Like, you might use the marriage contract to protect the wealth, but I think that in the same breath, that's also emotionally taxing, because there are always some birds or some thief on the loose that try to steal from the relationship or something like that. Hi, Maria from Famiro Marianne. You're so beautiful. I wish I looked like you. Friend. Friend, no. Thank you, though. But yeah, I definitely think that to be a human is to feel pain. Facts. Like, so stop dehumanizing consumeristic images. Stop dehumanizing celebrities. They're literally going through the same shit that we're going through, just at a greater scale, just with more money, right? So I'm just like, I've been thinking, contemplating on Kim, and I'm just like, Kim is so beautiful. It's so strange that none of her relationships were working out. And so, like, of course, like, I don't know. I think that her relationship with Kanye definitely got a lot of scrutiny, but I was happy to see Kanye, with I Love Northwest. She's very beautiful, and I think that Kim is very beautiful, and I was really happy to see the Kardashians with Kanye, because Kanye's from Chicago, and Kanye can do no wrong to me. LOL. Yeah, it's like, yeah, for sure. Like, more money, more fucking problems. Like, more enemies, more thieves, more stealing. Like, and I just think that Kim K has been faced with so much woe because people are stealing not only her possessions, like I particularly heard about a theft of jewelry or something like that. I don't know what happened, Kim, but like I think that there was particularly a situation where I heard that there was stuff with, you know, or something where you were crying about really feeling unsafe. And all these relationships breaking down as well, like what could that possibly mean? You know what I'm saying? Like what could that possibly mean? When they give you the ring and say that you have the key to their heart, but they still somehow end up divorced, or they still end up not honoring the relationship in a certain type of way. Like why are you hesitating, or why are you stagnating? Why are you not prioritizing? Why aren't you, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see your beauty empire, your wealth, the mother of your child sitting there waiting for you on the line, like that should be wild and bewildering how these men will escape their responsibility and leave Kim with kids. Like how dare you create a book, baby, or businesses with a woman and then highway leave on the side of the highway in the press with a woe. These are the dangerous men that I was talking about. People coming around trying to steal marriage. Now that's the craziest work. How on earth do you justify leaving your married partner that you have a child with? How on earth do you justify betraying your family? How on earth do you justify prioritizing something other than your wife and children? These are several questions that need to be answered, because I'm just showing up and I'm straight dumb confused. What's wrong with me? That's what's wrong with me. That it's the same conventional issue time and time again. It's like a rerun of the same fucking sitcom. Can you do a book kit? Can I do a booklet or what? A book kit or Quizlet? What? I was, it was ill. What? I didn't even know that. How much was stolen from her? Over $22 million stolen from Kim? From a woman, probably from some woman that will never be on Kim's level. Like, no matter how much these bitches steal, this is a portal of infinite tea, and we never run out, bitch. So yeah, I'm Team Kim for sure. I don't know what was going on, Kim. I don't know who the people's is, Kim. Please send me the names. Money has a phrase stamped on it. In God we trust. That's it. When it's about money, don't trust nobody. Not even no motherfucker coming around talking about something I want to marry. Oh, it's all a game. It's all about that money. It's all about that wealth. It's all about that person who's bringing in the biggest bag. It's all about the person crowned as number one. Motherfuckers in their marriage lose wealth for a bum. Somebody who can't even communicate, can't even follow a logical sequence, can't even communicate. Motherfuckers be like, oh, anything but my wife, anything but my children. I'll do it. I'll do anything but be responsible. I'll do anything but prioritize my family. That's why you're dying now. That's why you're canceled now. That's why you're losing that jury trial now. That's why. Because you don't make good decisions. That's why. Book kit is a learning game. What's that? A learning game? What are we learning? Most people believe that money is the root of all evil. I think that money is a tool that was created in society, in an economy where people specialized and found the benefit in specialization. I think that it was a means to exchange goods and services after the economy specialized. I think that the intention was not evil, but the motivation is evil. That's how I feel, friend. That's how I feel, friend. I think that it wasn't, the intention wasn't to be so destructive. Okay, Will. Okay, I'll go learn. Okay. I'll go learn, friend. LOL. I do. I have one. Fucking your man. I'm on the last little sip of my birthday wine, y'all. Birthday champagne. Niggas will really be sitting up here like, should I leave my marriage for a bird? I mean, like, what? But before money, we just traded and bartered goods and services. True. But what happened when they said, let's make a better process? Let's optimize, head ass, the bartering process. Let's create a currency that you can translate, head ass. Sorry, Will. How old you are, Will? How old are you? Somebody going to prison, y'all. Somebody's going to prison. Kim, did you put the stamp on it? Did you pin him down, Kim? Because Kim been getting stolen from y'all. Kim ain't been right since I heard about them thieves. LOL. Do you believe a lot will, a lot of, wait, what? Do you believe, wait, what? Will, you're 9 years old? Will, get off the internet. It's definitely bedtime here for you. Midnight squirrel, no offense, but you sound unintelligent. I'm sorry, I code switch. What you're talking about? Do you believe a lot of money will make you happy? I don't know who. First of all, I don't know who Candace Owens is, and I'm kind of blind, so don't mind me how I read. But do you believe a lot of money will make you happy? I think that I have not had any money for 4 years, and I'm happier than I used to be when I had a corporate salary. I think that happiness is not about the amount of money that you make. I think that I think that my I think that a lot of money would enable me to do more things that I want to do, but I think that like like getting a lot more money is not something where I'm like, oh, I have to get a lot more money so that I can be happy, so that I can do more things that I want to do, right? I think that happiness means that you are on the correct path, and that like being happy hopefully will bring you more money, such that you're able to do more things that you want to do. I think, I don't know, I just feel like I've had I've been a hyper consumer, even in the lower aspects of hyper consumerism. I've never been a superficial, arrogant person whatsoever. Never been a materialistic person, never driven by clout, never driven as a fame hungry diva, always driven by my education and just like wanting to reach financial stability. I never was like, oh, I would like to have a certain amount of money to be happy. But I think that my ultimate goal in life was always to be stable. Like when I was growing up, I think that my money goal, like my money manifestation was always to, I think that my money manifestations was always to um, like, I think that my money manifestation was always to have a career. Like, I always imagined myself working just a white collar job, and I did that, and I quit it. Okay. Um, Hi, Jaden. No, I agree. I have always been just a bit happier when my basic needs are met. Yeah, I think that when your basic needs are met, I think that that is what everybody should strive for. And I think that it is like actualizing into your fullest potential means that you have, I think it means that you would have more than your basic needs. I think that it would make you, I, I think that a lot of money is not the goal. I think that addressing your personal freedom is the goal. I think that it doesn't have to have like a specific amount on it. I just think that if your basic, like if you have a little bit more than your basic needs to actualize, if that makes sense. Um. Oh, okay. Just wondering. My fault, OG. Okay, yeah. I wish y'all men would stop asking that. That's weird. Don't no women be asking that. That's really strange. No women ask that. Okay, no women be asking that. I want to highlight the fact that men are doing this. Hold on. I want to highlight the fact that men are doing this. Even the men that you marry, even the men that you have children with, if they got stolen, they didn't want to have a responsibility. They didn't want to be masculine, divine masculine. I'm afraid too, friend. 1/5. Okay? You got a few pimples on your. Yeah, I do. I wish this would just go back to when we. You wish to go. But you fine as hell. Thank you, friend. I wish that this would just go back to when we lived off the land. Friend, I want to go back to when we lived off the land too. That's why I'm thinking about moving to a third world country. Think about moving to a third world country, friend. I literally would like, I know that I could be happy living out of a hut. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been seeing some Instagram videos of like how people in like some African countries live without like plumbing, right? And like they're not as industrial as us first world countries. And I just be like, that is very simple. I could do that. I've done that. LOL. Okay. I'm definitely moving to a third world country in about 4 years. Plan, take me with you, friend. Come on, let's go. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going where the palm trees and the sand and the white beaches are. Okay. Fragrance Man, 3790. How about you talk about the real crisis in America right now? The crisis of the Pokemon card shortage. We're not able to buy Pokemon here. Yo, get out. You can head out. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You can head out. I don't give a fuck how rich you is. You get the fuck out. Motherfuckers trying to get stole or something. Like, yeah, if you can get stole, you ain't getting got, friend. Okay. No, for real. Especially seeing this, the world is falling apart, and the only thing left is the natural resources. Baby, the only thing left is the natural resources. They trying to make everything artificial. That's not sustainable, truthfully. No, for real. Especially seeing this world. Okay, yeah. We are living off the land. Others just sell it to us. Facts. Like, stop trying to sell me shit that God gave me for free. Stop trying to capitalize off of black art. Like, that's what they'll do. Like, they literally will try to capitalize off of some kind of scarce resource or something like that and overprice it. Okay? Like, that's the gag, friend. Is that they constantly are trying to exploit the people in the planet. talking about the rich get richer. No, bitch, ain't no rich getting richer over here because social media influencers are putting an ending to celebrities. Ain't no rich getting richer through social media. We're actually getting the information that we need to like dismantle something false. The fuck is you talking about? Stop trying to capitalize off of us not having the information that we need about the natural resources, for one. Do you believe we have more in common than we have differences? Um, do you believe we have more in common than we have differences? Um, I don't know. Let's ask the cards about that. Do you believe that we have more in common than we have differences? Key. What does that mean? Do you believe that we have more in common than we have differences? That I think that we can choose to have more in common than we have differences. I think that difference is very easy to highlight, where similarities could be hard to find. I think that, I don't know. I think that's a really hard question. I'm gonna have to think about that one, friend. That was deep. Okay. Just here to quickly support. Hi. Thank you for quickly supporting. Give me a like and, love me. Thank you. Hello. Okay. Never in history has more information been available to so many people so fast. Facts. There has been no other time in history where information has been so quickly available. So I don't sympathize with anybody. If you're not successful in this day and age, like, that makes me think that you're not like trying to get access to information. Like, I think that like people who got like people who copycat people, those are people who are just like not out accessing the information. Like, imagine trying to copycat somebody. Like, that's so strange and weird that you don't go and find your own information. Like, copycats at Felicia Latrice Tarot have been envious of our collective's soul and spirit, and envious of what we study. And so like it has been really weird, like, that, like, we study deeply a lot of information that is so easily accessible on the World Wide Web, and that you copy that because you refuse to access your own information. That's strange. I'm not feeling that at all. There's no way in hell that I'm ever cozying up or rubbing elbows with a bitch that mimics everything that I do, when there's so much information out in the world for you to find your own identity. I think that, like, I think, honestly, to kind of go back to your question, do we have more similarities than differences? I think that we work so hard to be similar. Like, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to look like you. We're nothing alike. We don't have the same education. We don't have the same body type. We don't have the same honor. We just, I'm just your boss most of the time. I'm just the person that you look to for clarity and understanding. Like, I honestly think that I feel very different than most people. So it's hard for me to answer that question. But I think that, like, I try my hardest to connect with all that there is, and I accept all and reject none. I think that the only time that I reject something or someone is if they violate me in some type of way, or if they continue to project my image. Like, I don't want to be friends with a copycat or someone who mimics everything that I do. What does that serve me? Like, that's not a friend. That's a stan. That's a fan. That's a student. That's my child. That's my son. These bitches is my sons, and I don't want custody. I'm doing fine, Ryan. How are you? Thank you for asking. Buy glass, stick ray. Okay, glasses, stick ray. Okay, period. But yeah, I definitely agree. Never in history has more information been available. So for you to be still showing up not sufficient after making this information accessible to all is weird and strange. You a zombie in the apocalypse. Do you like Europeans? I've never had a one-on-one relationship with a European. Well, I kind of do now, but I think that I don't have enough information about Europeans. I think that I like Europe because it's like particularly UK because that's where America is derived from and we will always be connected. But I think that like I love Europe. I think that just like I love the art and culture of Europe and like just I've never been to Europe yet, but I hope to go to Europe one day, and I hope to connect with some of my favorite aspects that I've learned in my study and stuff like that. Like, in my philosophy classes, in my art history classes, like I am like so ready to go visit museums and galleries and shopping and food. So I can't be mad at the Europeans because I want to go. I want to go over there and see what's going on. Go shopping. Go eat. Go parasailing or some shit. LOL. LOL. I'm fine, thank you. Do you love your mother? I do love my mother, and I think that the only unconditional love could happen between a mother and a child. Yes. Um. So I do love my mother. What's up, jackass? Hi, jackass. Jackass number one in this bitch. The fuck. Tell Europe I'm back for round two. Yes, tell Europe I'm definitely back for round two. It's Aquarius season. LOL. Stream play deluxe. I can already tell I'ma have you in my pocket for the rest of my life. Somebody trying to have me in their pocket for the rest of their life. Bubonic plague? Friend, why is your name Bubonic plague? Not a plague, not the bubonic plague. LOL. Thank you. Okay. What are you talking about? Thank you. The bubonic plague. I really like Europe. Okay, I like Europe too. I've liked what I've studied about Europe so far. Okay. How's the pole treating you? My pole is treating me very well, actually. I'm really happy with my pole. I'm like totally the nine of cups with my pole. Me and my pole are having a great time. But I think the only thing that kind of puts a damper on my pole is like how terrible the pole community is. Like, y'all, the pole community is in a ruin, especially for the black girls. Because I've just realized I'm like, I've not found a beautiful black girl on the pole yet. Like, I was just like, wow, like that's really hard for me. So I'm often with the Europeans. I'm often like, I've made it international. Shout out to Aminati Music for making me international in this bitch. Big renaissance in this bitch. The fuck is you talking about? Yeah. I only hang with internationals now. But I I I love my pole, and I think that I just need like to build better pole relationships. I really feel like that will happen with symmetry, and it's hard because it is also a lot of discrimination there too. But I think that the women that I've connected with have been very open to receiving me and have loved me and have been excited, have danced with me, and I've had so much better experience with my international pole friends than I have with the localities. And I think that that was my only challenge. Like my pole journey, it really have like it started with, of course, doing taking some classes, and I visited some studios in the United States, and I just have like fallen in love with internationals, with Slavic heritage, with exotics, and they I really pride my international friends, my international pole sisters and pole moms for healing my body. I haven't like if you ask me, I give all the credit to my international pole community, despite our differences. It's like now, like that's like kind of going back to your question, like do you think we have more similarities than differences? I honestly cannot deny that I was drawn to these exotic international this pole family, and I'm so happy like that even despite like, you know, my illness and things like that, that they still accept me and they're still peaceful and they're still we still dance together, and they still, you know what I'm saying, they're just waiting for me to mature and waiting for my form to get better, waiting for my flexibility to get up and stuff like that. And I really love, like, I think that that's the era that I'm in my pole journey, where I'm just truly enjoying my international pole sisters after getting harmed by black women in the United States. And I think that that has been the only damper on my pole journey, is that I've gotten harassed by women in the United States, and just going around with the international team has like made me feel a lot better, even though there's so much difference. And I think that that's kind of like the journey that I'm having now. I think that that's the experience that I'm having now, where it's a new emotional experience for me, because I'm leaving my family. I feel like I leave who I am, and I'm like, I have to like, I'm not gonna say I have to. I love, my international exotic teams too. It's just like, I just feel like I was forced there. Like, you know, um, and it forces me to have a new level of security. It forces me to be secure within myself, not showing up and being like, the internationals, but learning from them and help them. Those are my teachers for real. Like, I will tell you who my true teachers are. My true teachers who taught me to be in my endpoint. My true teachers who taught me off kiltered power moves. My true teachers who taught me to put my flexibility first. My true teachers who taught me how to be, classy with the exotic pole sport fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my true teachers have been my international team, and I think that my experience have been a little negative because I am black. But I think that ultimately I do find fulfillment in my journey, and I'm getting stronger, I'm getting more flexible, and I still love my pole. It's just not, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I am done with my pole or that I don't prioritize my pole. I definitely prioritize my pole. I think about pole dancing every day. But I think that like my biggest challenge has been the disconnection between my local ancestry and finally reaching my peak performance, where I'm in point and my splits are opening up, and they've opened up a lot faster. I also think that like my pole journey has been very fast. Like, I think that I did not anticipate this opening to happen so quickly. Like, coming to my pole dancing journey with no flexibility whatsoever was super challenging, as well as facing an extenuating circumstance of harassment, racketeering, and homelessness. It was just extreme. And so I'm very shocked at my progress and where I am, and I'm so happy with my pole progress. Like, I'm so happy with my pole progress. Like, I love the way I look on my pole. I have my dream body, and I can't complain, friend. I just go hang out with the white girls because they're a little bit more peaceful. Okay. LOL. So yeah, that's how my pole journey is going. Thank you for asking. Let me scroll up. Damn, hold on, y'all. What y'all was talking about? Okay, they cool except the colonization and the boiled meats. Not the boiled meats. That's my anti right there. Boiled peanuts and boiled meats. Please do not. Make me want to throw up in a second. We escaped the tyranny of the King of England for sure. Trying to tax. Nah, bitch, I'm adding tax. The fuck? For sure. Aren't you going to nursing school? No, I'm not going to nursing school, but I can be a nurse. I'm like low key. I'm better than a nurse. Slick. Shit, I be trying to teach them how to motherfucking draw the blood. I'm like, you don't know how to find a vein, bitch. Like, these nurses over like the. I'm not even gonna get into that. Um, it was meant to say for the rest of the night. LOL. But life can work too. friend for life. For life. When you come, ain't gonna leave. Ain't no leaving Big Renaissance. All right, when you with me forever, for life. For life, friend. For life. Ain't no forgetting. When you answer questions, it shows you are highly educated. Thank you. Too dangerous traveling. I don't know. I think like I told y'all, I code switch. So like I think that's also a black woman's experience is that like don't think that a black woman speaking in her like speaking Ebonics is her being unintelligent. Like that's the last thing that you should think. Like the truth is I'm your boss. Like that's the gag. Like I could be acting crazy and then be like, bitch, I'm your boss. Let me tell you about them accounts for real. Do you really know about them accounts? Accounts receivable, bitch. Not declining. LOL. But thank you. But yeah, like sometimes I just be chilling. Like this is also me. I have two sides to me. Like if you see me at Felicia Trees Tarot, you be like, oh, that's a total code switch. But I just be chilling when I'm just like at work, when I'm chilling with my friends, stuff like that. I'm really a thug, but I'm smart as fuck. So don't ever think this ain't what you want, friend. Cause I'm smarter than most people, actually. Um, Too dangerous traveling abroad nowadays. Immigration stuff. Yeah, I've been thinking about this immigration for a lot lately, and I think that previously I did not have an issue with immigration. Like I don't like an influx of immigration because I think that that changes our social landscape too much and too fast. But I think that you know immigrants are coming over here and they're angry. They're not doing well over here. Their immigrants are coming over here and they're very poor. So I think that that's a very different experience than most Americans. Like, don't come over here in America and project your scarcity trauma onto a black person because black people in America are white. You coming over here? We've been here. We've been addressing them personal freedoms. We've been getting that bag. We've been getting into college. Don't come over in America and you're the poor immigrant working at the grocery store, working at the Wendy's, McDonald's customer service representative line. You're the one cleaning the toilets and you're the one working in the strip clubs with no paperwork. You're the one that's really misfortunate. You're the one that have not had access to education. You haven't had access to information. So like my issue is like, yeah, it could be dangerous for Americans to travel anywhere because people hate America for having such a T quality of life. Like that's the true gag is that people in these other countries are literally fighting to get into America, but they get here and they learn that oh, you can be free, but ain't shit free. For one, and two, they come over here all illiterate and shit. Like you're illiterate as fuck coming over here projecting onto black people in this society where we've been over here chilling with these white folks. Like y'all need to calm down with all that. For real. But I think that immigration is definitely a troubling situation right now. It's not that I'm against people. I think that I don't know if immigration was the key. I don't know what happened, right? But I think that something happened and they were like, I think that my like take on immigration is I really don't, it's not about you being different. Okay. It's about you coming into the society and lacking, you have to learn, and I'll give you compassionate space to do that, to come in here and learn how to address your personal freedom. But it be the mass influx of immigration that be leading to crime or leading to some other kind of negative relation. Okay, especially like my problem has been Hispanic communities discriminating against black people and coming up in here double deep in this bitch trying to discriminate and keeping black people out of the urban economy workforce. That is my fucking problem. You're trash coming in here with no skills, needing an education and needing like needing the public resources, needing the public goods, needing the welfare, and trying to pass a judgment? Bitch, go clean the toilet. LOL. Okay. The tea is here. The tea is definitely here, Mason. Mason, don't you coming in again, Mason. Okay. Mason, please. I do remember, friend. No, I'm not Greg. Do you believe that education is the key to success? I think that kind of piggybacks off of what I've been thinking about recently, honestly, and what I was just saying is that I really do think that education, it's not a, I think that it facilitates, it's a good route to go. Because I honestly have just been thinking about my case in particular. It's like, I think that I'm very focused on education. And I think that the education system has pitfalls. I think that not everybody, kids get left behind. And I personally feel like my early education was not enough to make me successful. You have to continue your education. And even if that doesn't look a like like a traditional route of education, like some people don't go to college, like some people don't, you know what I'm saying, don't climb the corporate ladder. But like, I think that my value is that you always educate yourself, you always read, you always stay up to date. Even if you're not fully an expert on things, just know what's going on in the world and have an idea of how the world works and how things work, so that you're not beguiled into a false perception or a matrix illusion about something. Okay. I think that like education is not enough, especially if you're looking at like traditional education or something like that. I definitely don't think that's enough, especially if you're marginalized people. You're probably going to be dealing with the public schools, you're dealing with the public goods, you're dealing with the free shit, and you get what you pay for, right? But I think that it ultimately comes down to how well you educate yourself and keep pushing yourself, I think. So I definitely think that education is the key to success. But I think that like I've been thinking about that recently. I'm just thinking to myself, like, people from where I'm from really did not prioritize their education. I'm just thinking to myself, like, what made me prioritize my education, and not do what everyone else was doing that I knew. Like, I don't know what made me do that. I just think I just had like no interest in doing that. I wanted to stay out of trouble too. And so like, if that makes sense, I just think that like I could have taken a very different path in life, especially looking at some of my old classmates who didn't excel in school. They didn't get, full ride scholarships. They didn't get, what I'm saying, they didn't have straight A's in school and they didn't get a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep looking back to how it could have all been so simple for certain people. And then I'm looking back and I'm just like, wow, like, you were enrolled in college and then you got pregnant your first year and dropped out, or you were enrolled in college and your scholarship didn't follow through, or you didn't meet your requirements for your scholarship and you got kicked out. And I'm just like, other people, they just went to do something conventional, or they never even went into school after high school. And I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, like, some people really just didn't make it. And I was like, I was on a totally different path where I was just laser focused on getting my education, because I never thought that like any other way would be successful as a Black person marginalized. Like, I think that I think our allies in our society have offered certain opportunities. The public education is a free opportunity. It costs you nothing. Like, and I just thought that that was like my opportunity in life. Like, I didn't think that like running the streets and hustling was not something that I was willing to risk. But I'm like, I will risk studying a lot and trying to get into a good school. I'll risk that. LOL. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Okay. Maybe. The tea is here for you. Greg. Greg, if you are not going to be nice, I have no no one wants, like, the negativity on the live. Nobody wants the negativity. Like, the only people who are negative are the people who are misfortunate. The people who can't keep up with the rate of intelligence. Not that smart. Gotta copy everything I do. Leaving you salty. Wait, what'd you say? Yeah, leaving your safety zone does cause a bit of unsettling unknowns for sure. Lots of risk and uncertainty. I meant, Greg, if you are not going to be nice and leave live. No one wants bad never bad never end. Okay, I get you. I feel lucky to have been born FBA. What does FBA mean? You've been lucky to have been born FBA. What does FBA mean? I hope you're up all night with me till I get off. Baby, I'm about to get off in like 3 minutes. Back to money and root. Okay, you want to talk about money manifestations? I think I'm a sapiosexual because I love intelligent conversations for real. It's a turn on. Man, I'm definitely a sapiosexual. Like, if you can't get into my mind about something, then you ain't getting into the draws. I'm definitely sapiosexual. I like thinking about things intellectually. But you know what? Recently, I think that, like, the way that I be getting turned on is not like, I actually think I'm so turned off by people displaying their education so much. Like, I'm actually turned off by like over display of education, because I think that some of it could be like people trying to like prove themselves a lot, or them overcompensating for something else. Like, I never want to be that person that, like, I don't know. I just feel like, sometimes having an intellectual conversation or being a sapiosexual, like, it could be like, sometimes it could be people who are like the people who are not sacred are the ones who are trying really hard to like display intelligence, and I think that could be a turnoff in a situation. Like, I hate it when people try to overly display their intelligence. Like, I hate pretentious people. I hate people who pretend like to have a deep knowledge about something. That really, I see through that shit so hard and fast. Like, I don't know. I think, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a sapiosexual, but at this point in my life, I really don't be wanting to talk to nobody about nothing. Like, so if you see me on here talking dumb or code switching, it's literally because I really do not want you to know how smart I am. Like, I don't want you to know that I understand these advanced concepts. I don't want you to know that I'm aware. Like, if you see me out out and about, it actually does serve me, especially as a Black woman. Sometimes it serves me to play dumb. Like, it definitely does. Like, so, while I like mind fucking, I also be like, duh, as well. Okay? LOL. I feel like you've been, LOL. What happened? What that mean? I think I have too. Do you value truth and love, or money and success? Do I value truth and love, or money and success? Do I have to pick one or the other? Am I at the crossroads of love and truth and money and success? I love your videos on YouTube. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Like a wizard sleeve dangling. I don't know what that means. Do measure success by, okay, like a wizard sleeve dangling. I don't know what that means, friend. I think that if you're talking about the wizard in my life, still here. LOL. Somebody tea about that. Somebody know. The wizard in my life is still here. LOL. Do you measure success by money or completion? I measure success by how happy you are. You're smart as fuck. Thank you. I'm not that smart. Thank you, Mason. Thank you so much, y'all. I try to study, but I feel like I study a lot, and I've been studying my whole life, but I feel like I still have barely scratched the surface of all the things that I want to know about. Like I want to learn about so many more things, but I think um I have a way of how I want to learn more things, and if I want to get, like, I think one of my goals is to get a new Kindle. I have iPad, and I do like access a lot of publications and journals, but I want to get an iPad where like it's nothing but just my like reading on it, because I feel like I get distracted on my iPad a lot. Like I get distracted with like YouTube app, X app, or some, something else, some other app. But I think that like I really have a lot more learning that I need to do, and I'm not. I really just feel like I am barely scratching the surface. I really need to know more. Like I definitely pride Felicia Natrice Tarot on being like focused on research, but research is never ending. You will never stop studying. Like I will never be done learning, so I never feel satisfied with how much I've learned. Um, but thank you so much. You are very smart. Yeah, thank you. Facts. Yeah. Okay. Who built America in your opinion? LOL. Bye, Felicia. Who built America in my opinion? See, you're trying to get messy. You're trying to get. You're trying to get messy. That's messy. Don't come around asking that many questions. That's like wearing blue and what's the name garden. Yo, it's my birthday today. Is it okay if you could say happy birthday to me? I will really appreciate it. Happy birthday, DM. Happy birthday, Divine Masculine. Oh my God, Aquarius season. Happy birthday, Divine Masculine. LOL. Divorced. So I'm just kidding. Wait, what? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Somebody said they wanted me to happy birthday. I'm a dancer, bitch. I almost got into a fight at school. So you better be careful with that boy, that little child on the school bus, child. I don't know what you was talking about. Um, Yo, it's my birthday today. Is it okay? Yeah, I said happy birthday. Um, I matched with you on Tinder before. Baby, I do not have a Tinder account. I did have a Tinder account, but that was like, I feel like maybe since 2015, I had that Tinder account when I was in college. And I met this boy from Tennessee because I was only 10 he saw. What you say, DM? Happy birthday, DM. Me too, friend. Thank you for agreeing. Hi, Robert. Thank you, Mason. I love you being here. Okay, so he has a motorcycle. So so he has a motorcycle, and we went on a ride with that, and it was cold, and I only had like a sweatshirt on, and so he gave me his jacket. Oh, it was so cold, baby. Can I get your jacket? Oh, how romantic, head ass. Till it's time to cut that check. I'm just kidding. Mason, you said they was cutting the check. I go to a private school. Okay, nice. Mason, how old are you? What grade are you in? G, we have a lot of problems to fix. G, we definitely have a lot of problems to fix, but I'm also about to head out. I really don't give a fuck about fixing their problems. That's what it was like. They ass was like, oh, she left everybody unsuccessful. That's what they're telling. That's what they're saying. They're saying that because they're saying that I'm duplicitous or something like that. They're saying that I left everybody unsuccessful. I'm not fixing no fucking problem. I fixed my problem. I fixed my problem on the World Wide Web. Head asshole. And motherfuckers ain't got closure. Can't figure out how I did it. They like, how did you do that? Sorry, not fixing your problem. My problem, you know what your problem is? Not knowing how I fixed my problem. I ain't trying to fix their motherfucking problems. They can suck a dick. Tony, hello. You can't focus right now. Okay. CG, you like massages? Do I like massages? I do like massages. But I really find it hard to get a really good quality massage just from everyday person. Like, I really got to go to a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have any old massage. I don't want nobody just pressing on me. Like, no, you need to really you need to give me a good massage. Like, the last massage I got, I was so disappointed. I was pissed off. Like, I was like, bitch, if you don't stop, like, what the fuck is this? Like, get the fuck off me. Send me the send me the person. Send me the strong hands, a masculine. Send me a man. I don't want no woman give me a massage. Actually, I know that sounds bad. That might, let me not say that. That might fuck up my house. Like, you all getting a massage by a man? Yeah, a man with some strong hands, pressing to me, get deep to me for the tension. And I like foot massages too. You want to make an Oreo baby? I'm an oppressed Latino. That's how y'all should start marketing y'allself on social media. I'm an oppressed Latino. Send me a colorist. Do you want to make an Oreo child? Send me a colorist. Please, y'all. My wife's boyfriend loves watching you. Okay? How you know that? Thank you. You cute too. FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Head ass. Will you do a 360 for $100? Send me the $100 first. Brother, got the bag. You said it right. You know what I mean by FBA. Okay. It was very obvious to me. Stand up and please. Yeah, it was. So, I don't know what you're talking about, but that rang a bell. I think my big challenge right now, like, yeah, that's what we talk about. My big challenge is that, like, I don't want to fix problems where it was like the problem got out of control when it was obvious to me. Like, I thought that was strange, and that's kind of why I'm like bowing out. Like, I'm kind of just like, I'm moving out. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I cancel myself. You know what I'm saying? I'ma head out. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like certain things were very obvious. Like, it was obvious that someone was an energy vampire. It was obvious that someone was false. It was obvious that, like, someone was a copycat dude. It was obvious what was right and what was wrong. And so sometimes when it be a problem to fix, it'd be an obvious choice about what's right and what's wrong. That's why I'd be dumb confused and I'd be like, yeah, we done. Friend, for real. For real. 1000%. Like, it is weird. Like, I think that some things be obvious to me. Like, it shouldn't be a problem that I have to fix. This is not my fault. And it's not something that I'm actually going to engage with. So I just let it all fall apart. I'm not the one that's getting left behind jury trial. You are. They're not voting for you. That's not a unanimous vote for you. You're getting left behind. Will I do a 360 her nose? Stand up, please. It's very obvious, Fran. It's very fucking obvious. Your level of intelligence is undisputed. Unfucking disputed. I don't give a fuck. Won't nobody try me no more, G. Won't nobody try me no more after what? If you know you sip that tea too though. It's like nobody won't try me no more. I don't doubt myself. There's no propaganda. There's no artificial intelligence bullying that you can send. There's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me doubt myself. Like, challenging Big Felicia Latrice Tarot got you looking real dumb. The shit be obvious. Like, that shit be real obvious. And the fact that I had to jump into a previous dimension, pull this shit out of the thin air. Just to learn that it was something conventional, something predictable. No, it's not, like, we're not going to dispute whether it's right or wrong. We're not going to dispute whether, like, my intelligence. We're not negotiating shit. You want me to negotiate for what? What you got me negotiating for? For my house? For my marriage? For my ring? For my rewards and recognition? It's a clear L. That's a clear L. Some shit just be clear. And if you can't figure that out, then you have a bigger problem than the one we have right now. You have a bigger problem. My shit is undisputed. And I got my own shit. You're the one that's not getting. Everybody sees it. Ain't shit showing, you dirty ass bitch. Undisputed in this bitch. Ain't nothing that you can say or do to cancel me. You're canceled. Even with 200 million people following you. Thank you. Welcome back to Shiz. I remember you from the other day. Why are you always leaving me by myself? Why am I always leaving you by yourself, friend? I'm a solo act. I don't need no nigga or no bitch. What you talking about? What you talking about? Did you see the tea? I definitely saw the tea. Hold on, wait. Are you a lesbian? No. I mean, I can be. I mean, even the last man on earth, so I might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the last man on earth, y'all. And he still could not resolve. LOL. Yeah, I'm about to get out soon. I've been on here for an hour and how many minutes? That's 76 minutes. That's an hour and 16 minutes. It's a long time. What y'all want to talk about? Motherfuckers think they gonna stop me from being successful. Bitch, I don't give a fuck who you is. You can suck a dick. That's probably what you're doing anyway. That's probably you already sucking dick. That's why you overwhelmed with the uglies. They mouth fucked up. That mouth ugly as hell. If that's what you like. If that's what you prefer. No, I'm not a lesbian. I'm pansexual. Okay, you want to talk about what country we're moving to? Okay, what country are we moving to? Let's move to Slovenia. Or let's move to Trinidad. America's so ghetto with all these immigrants in office. That's one thing we definitely cannot be doing. We cannot have no immigrants in the office. What? No. But anyways, y'all, let's get a word of encouragement. Cause niggas out here losing about $40 million. Slovenia, goddamn, why Slovenia? That's an inside joke. I can't tell you. Okay, maybe. Okay, I honestly would move to a Middle Eastern country. I would definitely move to a Middle Eastern country. I will move to Europe. I will move to Africa. Maybe like a French speaking country like Senegal, okay, or the Ivory Coast. Right. Ain't shit you can do to take my power. I don't give a fuck if you the last man on earth. Here it is. Ain't shit you can do. Motherfuckers in a mental conflict. That's a one-sided conflict. That's nothing to do with me. That just means you might not be intelligent enough. Studying the wrong things. Okay? Maybe not, you know. Y'all be worried about the wrong things. Stop worrying about what Big Renaissance is doing and worry about your own future. That's where you have nothing but an Instagram account that looks like trash. Bitches is trash for real. Niggas is too. Motherfuckers is very unsuccessful. My shit not disputed. Yours is. LOL. For real, Tracy. You were along the lines of Greece, Singapore, or Africa. Okay. Those sound great too. Greece, Singapore, Africa. I will move to Asia. As well. That sound fun. Asia sound fun. I kind of want to learn more languages as well. But I'm also okay with just like, I don't know. I think that I might like, it don't matter where I live. It's just as long as, you know, people don't know where I live. I don't care where I live, just as long as you don't know where I live. You know what I mean? Like, I think that wherever I am, I want my consumer data protected such that you don't know where I am. I don't know where you at, so you don't know where I'm at. I might be at work. I might be working. I might be with a nigga at a cheap hotel. That's why you mad now, right? Head ass, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck about that shit. My shit undisputed, bitch. Ain't shit you can say to me about my occupation, my choices, my approach to life. You ain't shit you can say about shit I got going on. Cause, you know, Big Renaissance ain't never worried about shit. You the one worried, bitch. You feel me? You need a hidden up address. LOL, I'm hollering. Fucking be a camper for life. Just get away from the addresses altogether. Just go get a tent and a sleeping bag and sleep outside. Get a toothbrush and some toothpaste. And LOL. But anyways, y'all, I'm finna head out. I don't know when next time I'll be live, but I'm trying to go upload a video real quick. I'll see y'all later. Wait, is my drink finished? Now my drink is finished. I miss you too, friend. Did you check me at Felicia Latrice Tarot? I'll be back. When y'all want me to come back? What kind of video y'all want me to do? If I was a rich girl. Oh, I think I'm a rich girl. Undisputed. I'll see you in court.